Welcome to Sunday School. Today our lesson will be on Joshua and the Battle of Jericho. So let's begin with our reading. I'm going to be using the story from the Beginner's Bible, which starts on page 132, but if not, the story can also be found in Joshua 6. After Moses helped lead the Israelites to the land that God had promised them, Moses passed away. A man named Joshua had become the new leader of the Israelites. There was a city named Jericho inside of the Promised Land, which high walls protected. Joshua had sent spies into the city, but the king found out and told his soldiers to capture the spies. A woman named Rahab learned about the spies and decided to help them. She helped the spies to escape from the soldiers, and that is when the battle began. After the spies were safely home, God told Joshua, "March your enemy around Jericho with the priests blowing their horns. Do this once a day for 6 days. On the seventh day, have your army march around the city 7 times. Joshua did exactly as God said. The priests blew their trumpets. The soldiers shouted as loud as they could. Then the great walls of Jericho came tumbling down. The Israelite army rushed in and took over the city. The spies kept their promise to Rahab. Her whole family was saved." The end. Okay, so let's do a little recap on what we just read in the story. So first, Joshua became the new leader of the Israelites after Moses, and they were going to the land of Jericho, but there were very high walls and they didn't think that they would be able to get through, especially because the king was after them. But they asked for God's help, and God gave them very specific instructions on what to do and who to include, like the priests, the soldiers, and with God's help, they were able to send the walls of Jericho tumbling down. Now here's for the fun part of the lesson, craft time. Today we are going to be making one of the horns that the priests used to blow and send the walls of Jericho tumbling down. And we're going to also write on it that God keeps his promises, because that's exactly what he did in this battle. So let's start with this. For this craft, we will be using either copy paper or any colored construction paper that you have, a pair of scissors that you will ask your parents to help you with, some tape, and either markers or colored pencils, or both, whichever you like. We're going to start by drawing a shape like this. 4 corners, smaller on the left side and wider on the right side. Just draw that with a marker on the paper. You're then going to use scissors, or have your parents cut for you, cut the shape out. And the next step is, with your marker or colored pencil, you're going to write on the horn, "God keeps his promises." Now you can also either draw a cross or any kind of design that you want on the sides. Now you can color the background, whatever color you want. After you're all finished coloring, you can roll your horn into the shape of an ice cream cone, with one side skinny and the other side wide, and then you're going to tape it so that it can stay in place. Now after all of your cutting, your coloring, and your taping, you now have the same horns that the priests used to send the walls of Jericho tumbling down. There you go! And now that is the end of our Sunday school lesson today. I hope you all enjoyed this lesson and the crafts making this horn, and I hope to see you all very soon. We all miss you so much and hope you're all staying safe and having fun at home. See you guys soon. Bye!